Hello, everyone. How are you? It's Jeannie. I hope you're well. Today's video is going to be something that I am adding to what I do called Friday Flips. And it'll be a magazine or a book or a catalog or something like that that I flip through on Fridays. Now, I'm going to try and get enough done that all the Fridays are scheduled for a few out at least. And then on Monday, do my regular ASMR video, whatever that's going to be. Kind of my flagship thing. And, sorry, my chair's making a lot of noise. So I was doing Sundays at 9:30 on Sunday morning, Texas time. But I think what I'll do is do the Monday, and that'll get you through, get your Jeannie fix until Friday. And then Friday, it'll be the Friday flip, and that'll get you through till Monday. How's that sound? So, because I just get so many requests for flips, magazine flips or page turning. I thought, well, I'll just dedicate one day to do those. I was going to do Monday magazines, but then I thought, I do more than magazines. So, anyway, Friday flips. And then Mondays, 9:30 Texas time, I'll do the release of whatever it is I'm doing, whatever creative thing, brainwave I'm having. Now, if you would, it's that time, check to make sure you are still subscribed. YouTube does their little cleanups, or your phone or whatever doesn't update and you find you're not subscribed. I cannot tell you how many times I've heard this from you and how many times it's happened to me following someone. So go ahead and give that a check. And then, if you would help the algorithm say, Jeannie, you're okay, give me a thumbs up, give the video a thumbs up. And try to do that with the videos that you watch on the creators that you like, because it does help. It's just a click, but we forget to do it. I know, I forget too. Comments are always welcome, and I love interacting with you. As you know, I try to get back to every comment if I can. So, and I love when I see you guys talk to each other, sometimes someone will post something sad about what they're going through, and I see a whole bunch of you jump on with kind and comforting words. So thank you for that. That really warms my heart. When there are comments within comments, I'm not notified. I have to go looking for them. And so sometimes I won't see them for, months, heck, even years. So if all of a sudden, a year later, or 6 months later, or 2 years later, you see that I liked something or hearted something, just know I'm kind of doing a scan of my channel. So, it's a lot of YouTube creators are having a tough time right now with views and likes and just kind of being on the good side of the algorithm. So, your engagement helps. It helps the channel. So please engage with make sure you're subscribed, a thumbs up, and a comment. So, okay. I went to my mailbox maybe a couple weeks ago, and There was a big package in there. Look at this. And it was from Skippack, Pennsylvania. I hope I'm saying that right. And from Patricia Heilman from Skippack, Pennsylvania. So I'll show you what was inside. I opened it, but I haven't gone through it. Look at this. I love bubble wrap. I would sit here and pop this. Pop, pop, pop. But I know it would be disturbing on my microphone. Ultimately, you. And I don't want to do that to you. Do you like popping bubble wrap? Or am I just a weirdo? So, I have not gone through this yet. I was chewing some gum yesterday in the car, and I still remember my mom telling me, don't chew like a cow. And so I was just chewing my gum, and I was snapping it. It was like perfect snaps, every single. And finally my husband looked over at me. Oh, okay, I guess I'm chewing like a cow. But I was in my car. I wouldn't do that in public. I am covered in cat fur because we took all 3 cats, Leo, Sputnik, and Apollo, to the vet today for their checkups and their vaccines and all that. And so I'm just covered in cat fur. So if I sneeze or I'm pawing at my face, you know why. Okay, so this is a McCall's magazine from May of 1930. That is going to be interesting. It's a woman. It looks like she's dressed up for the races, like horse races, because there's little horses. And she's got her binoculars. She's wearing a fur, like a fox fur or something. I don't know. I don't like fur. Real fur. I don't like it. I know. Anyway, that used to be popular, and it was a fashion and affluence statement. So we're going to go through this. And you know what I love the most are the ads. Those are just the best. Now, Patricia included a card. It's a really pretty watercolor of a bird and a pot of flowers. And inside is another envelope. Oh, it's a blank card. it's a teacup, like an antique teacup with flowers in it. Okay. And the card says, "Dear Jeannie, this has been lying on a bookshelf for decades, and I thought you might be interested in it." Yes, I am. Patricia, thank you. You once spoke about how much you like the ads in older magazines. I just said that. And some of these are fantastic. The fiction is serialized, and these are just one part of a whole. Many thanks for the work you put into your videos. Thank you for that. I often go back and rewatch them. The Neiman Marcus video brought so many memories. I find all your videos calming and yet also entertaining. I've had hours of pleasure watching them. Again, thank you. Patricia Heilman from Pennsylvania, Skippack, Pennsylvania. Thank you. That's really kind. Wow. She sent me this. This is not small. Look at this. That big sucker is big. There's an address on it where it came from. Lawrence Ramsey, Clearview Farms. Lebanon, New Jersey. Anybody know where that is? Clearview Farms, Lebanon, New Jersey. I'll bet it was not for Lawrence, but his wife. I'll betcha. But you never know. So, I am doing my best with video and sound. It's been such a challenge, I tell you. My ZV-1 has been having internal motor sounds like and it comes through when I record through the camera. So I have an external recording system set up with my NT5s, which I had to learn. And then I've got a separate camera, the new Lumix, that big Mongo thing that my husband bought, up above. So I'm hopefully set up. And then, okay, Miss Techie Nut, I have to sync up the sound to the video. And I hope my lighting is right. I hope the focus is right. And then I hope the sound is right. So my voice isn't off. But that's easy enough actually to do. You give one big couple of claps and you see the sound spike so you can match them. But learning how to get the sound balanced so that the S's don't come through as a sharp whistle, so that the bass is correct, so that the whisper airiness is still there. I am learning so much. And it's like, come on, brain, you can do it. You can do it. So, anyway, that's what I've been up to. So now we're going to get started on this McCall's flip, our first official Friday flip. And if you have a suggestion of what you would like to see flipped through, let me know. Because I could probably find it maybe on eBay or at an antique store or a charity shop or something like that. Yeah. So, anyway, there was something else that I was going to show you. I can't remember. Oh, well. Okay, let's get going. May of 1930. Okay, the first page on the inside is Munsing wear, and it's hosiery. Okay, pretty. Now remember, back then, women, when they wore nylon stockings, had to wear a garter belt because they didn't have the pantyhose. So, and then this whole outfit that she's, or whatever underwear outfit she has on, is from Munsing Wear rayon. That would be hot because rayon doesn't breathe. You know, silk is much better. Okay, pink toothbrush means trouble ahead. Yeah, that means your gums are bleeding. And so they're promoting Ipana toothpaste from Bristol Myers. Oh, I have so much burr. The cats did so well. They were scared, of course. Okay, then the next page. To enhance and maintain a youthful complexion, Coty Culturiste Creations. Oh, you know what I want to get up and running is my inflation calculator. So 1930, let's do this. Let's say what a dollar was in 1930. $1 in May of 1930 is $19.12. So, wow. Okay. Now, this cleansing cream and skin tonic foundation cream, they're each $1. So if you're going to buy all three, that's $60. And you know, for a good beauty regimen, that's not unheard of today, I think. I mean, some are even way more. Okay, an article about a Mrs. Graham McNamee. Oh, so apparently she is a very big, she is that her? No. Married to a very wealthy guy, supposedly. Yeah. She was born and raised in New York City. However, her grandfather was a native Kentucky guy who migrated to Missouri to free his slaves. Good, I love that. McNamee, okay. I don't know what her husband does. It says maybe you saw him on the observation platform of the Oriental Limited on the gala trip west 2 years ago. It really doesn't say. Graham McNamee. I'll have to look that up. Let me just quickly look. I've never heard that name. Let's see. Graham McNamee. Who is that? Interesting. Born in July of 1888. He died May of 1942, and he was an American radio broadcaster. Okay. So he did play-by-play sports broadcasting. All right. Okay. That's what it is. Okay. Now we know. Okay, the next page is silverware. When your lips are delicately touched with the newest shade When your gown is the latest importation, your hair has been just done by Charles of the Ritz, and it's perfection itself. Admit, fair lady, there's a certain thrill, a sense of correctness that breeds happiness, contentment, and that's where you find the silver-plated spoons, knives, and forks, hostess sets. Okay. All right. And then Kleenex is the safest way to remove cold cream. And what women did, I'm sure you have seen, is they put cold cream all over their face. And then instead of dirtying a rag, like your towels and washcloths, you wipe it off with the Kleenex, and you can throw that away and then wash your face. Okay, a story, The Curse of Amun-Ra. A day with a debutante. Boy. Do they still do that in high society where a young lady comes out? And, I mean, maybe in certain, like, maybe New York and Maryland and some of those, older money cities, maybe they still do. I don't know. My coming out was getting my car, and I earned it myself. Getting my car at 16 years old, then I was out and ready for my social life. Okay. Armstrong floors. Wow. This is, almost 100 years old, or 95 years old. I didn't know they go back that far. Okay. All right, some recipes made with Crisco shortening. Fritters. I love fritters, and gingerbread. I love gingerbread. Okay, another story called Lady Alone Who Cheated to Win. There's so many stories in here that I think it gave, these magazines are chock full of stories, so a woman would get her magazine and be able to browse through it for a good couple of weeks if she drew out, the reading. Okay, what every parent should know, and this is the amazing revelation of high school life, as intriguing as it is true, and it should help you to understand your son and daughter and to influence their future. Wow. Okay. Wow. So apparently the writer of this, who is it? Doesn't say. He or she. Oh, she. 10 years after she graduated from university, she enrolled as a junior in high school in a Los Angeles school. And, oh wow, that would be fun, going back to high school with maybe 10, 12 years of extra knowledge. What do you think? The things you would know. You're a little wiser. You know what matters and you know what doesn't matter, maybe. That would be fun. Okay, another story. Whispering Walls. I'm going to have to read some of these. The Fifth Horseman. Okay, listen to this. A modern princess weaves her enchanted way through the city of dreams, whose spires pierce the stars, where hearts are broken and mended, and fortunes are made in a day by Robert Chambers. Ooh, I like that. Fortunes made in a day. Okay, just more stories. I love the drawings and the fashion. 1930. We are going to a dinner party that is speakeasy times, jazz, 1930s, late 20s, early 30s. And I have a dress. It's kind of a flapper dress. And the long sleeves. And, the, big string of beads. And some fishnet stockings. So, that'll be fun. Okie dokie. More stories. Okay. More stories. Biographical or autobiographical things. Oh, look at Campbell's soup. Condensed tomato soup. And let's see, it costs, does it say the price? No. 12 cents a can. Okay, 12 cents a can is, oops, where's my calculator? That is $2.29. That's about right. That's, a couple bucks for a can of tomato soup, depending on what store you go to, of course. Okay, the white naphtha soap. Oh, it's talking about a teacher who didn't smell good. Okay. Today's skin is just a veil. So, Woodbury's facial soap. Oh, and for 10 cents, you can request a trial size. Wow, it's 25 cents for a cake of it. Yeah, wow. And so what you do, first bathe the face in warm water, then rub your hands with a generous lather of the Woodbury's soap, and you rub vigorously into your skin, rubbing from the chin upward toward the cheeks and temples. And then you rinse with a cloth. Okay. Pond's cold cream. Quaker oats. Wow. That goes back. I wonder how old Quaker oats is. They have the quick oats and the regular slow cook or rolled oats. Okay, lamb recipes, butter, Swift's premium quality, Brookfield eggs, cheeses, and butter. I love good butter, you guys know that. Okay, let's see. Mazola salad and cooking oil. So, and this guy recommends trying it for a cake. Interesting. And you can send off for the recipe. I guess you can't Google things back in 1930. Okay. Clorox germ-killing power. Cedar spray. Sure death to insect pests. Okay. Oil of cedar. There used to be that jingle, remember? Oh, cedar makes your life easier. Okay, coffee. A pound of coffee, Chase and Sanborn's. I don't know that, do you? Chase and Sanborn's. They show Gary Cooper, William Haynes drinking it. I don't think I know it. And then, let's see. Wow. Elizabeth Arden, more Listerine toothpaste. They're really promoting dental care and hygiene, dental hygiene. Let's see, Armour's Star Ham, Quaker puffed wheat and puffed rice cereal. We used to get that as a kid, and not the sweetened kind. It was the plain, no sugar, wasn't very good. And when my mom wasn't looking, I would go and I'd get a teaspoon of sugar and put it all over because it's like chewing on cardboard, bland cardboard. So, okay. Palmolive soap. A mother of 9 sons and a grandmother of 3 tells her experience with sheets. And this is an ad for sheets and pillowcases from Peacoat, sheets and pillowcases. Okay, chocolate. Walter Baker and Company Incorporated. So Baker's chocolate. I'm getting hungry now. All right. They show an elegant woman, and it says Body by Fisher. And I guess it's for the interiors, the driver's seat, the non-glare vision, windshield, all the appointments of the upholstery for General Motors cars. Vaseline for eyes, skin, lips, and hands. Let's see, hands that sparkle in less than 5 minutes a day. Q-Tex. They still have that nail polish remover. I have that. I think it is Q-Tex. 17 perfume. I've never heard of that. 17 perfume. Have you? Hostess salads. Okay. Oh, canned peaches by Del Monte. You know, I once choked and gagged on a sliced canned peach. And ever since then, that slimy, I love the flavor, but the slimy, gummy nature of a peach, a canned peach, just still kind of makes me gag. And I remember that feeling of having it stuck in my throat, which is my fault probably for not chewing and maybe eating fast, inhaling it. So, an Essex Car Super 6. Wow, look at that. I'd love to have that. And now they're starting to get into the Knox gelatin and making those goofy salads with all the stuff in them. That lasted a long time, that fad. Okay, combs and toothbrushes. Vogue for color in dishes demands modern dishwashing. Okay, Lux dishpan soap. Oranges, get squeeze California sun-kissed oranges for your baby. I like that. Okay, minute tapioca to put into recipes. Pepsodent toothpaste. That's a lot of toothpaste ads for one magazine. Ingram's milkweed cream. Milkweed. Interesting. Use Listerine as a shampoo once a week to keep hair lovely and free of dandruff. Once a week. More of that gelatin setting, you know, the royal fruit dessert. Yep. Okay, sal hepatica. I haven't heard of that in a long, long time. Okay, and what that is, it's like a mineral salt drink. Basically, it's a laxative. And you'll regain your health, beauty, and youth. So, yeah. It purifies the bloodstream. And, let's see, it's good for the entire body. Oh, rarely does it fail to work within 30 minutes. Okay, so if you drink that, you better be by a bathroom. Okay, within 30 minutes. That could be 5 minutes. Okay, Lux soap for your clothing. Floor cleaners. Wow. Suds for the dishes. Super suds, 10 cents. Okay. Kotex. Oh, Caro syrup for children to give them extra calories for growing and energy. It's an ideal energy food for growing children. And it doesn't cause a child to develop an abnormal taste for sweets. Ugh. Heinz cooked canned spaghetti. That looks horrible. That looks horrible. That looks like dog vomit. And if you're falling asleep and you hear me say that, I'm sorry. But that looks like roadkill. Okay, cornflakes. Do you hear my cat out there meowing? That's Sputnik. Sputnik is the most vocal of all the cats. Cocoa malt. And that is for undernourished kids, giving them more sugars. And vitamin D. Okay, go play outside. Let's see, Daggett and Ramsdale's celebrating the 40th anniversary at White Sulphur Springs in West Virginia. I guess it's like a casino and spa. Wonder if it's still there. Okay, the secret of shapely legs is no longer a secret. It's because of the silk nylons she's wearing. Okay, Dole pineapple from Hawaii. Canned. All right, cars. Danger points in marriage. Talking about marriage, okay. Pyrex dishes, 3-purpose refrigerator dishes. Pyrex goes way back. Toothbrushes. Tech, T-E-K, the modern toothbrush. I know it seems like I'm going a little fast, but this is a big magazine. It's got lots of pages. It's at like 183 pages. So I have to kind of go fast. Hopefully I can keep the blah 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 going so you can just tune out to it. What makes a girl alluring? Clara Bow explains. Okay, what else is here? All right, root beer, household formula. You know, my aunt, who I used to stay with in the summer times when my mom was getting her master's, when we were little, we stayed with an aunt. And she made root beer, homemade root beer. And I remember it was so good. Okay, let's see. A $14.50 vacuum cleaner. Let's see, $14.50 on our inflation calculator is 14.5. Calculate. It's about right around $275 for a vacuum cleaner. Okay, deep pore cleaning, Pontiac cars. Wow, look at that. That's gorgeous. Wouldn't that be fun to drive around now? I need my water. More Del Monte vegetables, corn, tomatoes, spinach, asparagus, and peas. And these ranges. Interesting. Looks like it's a gas range. Yeah. Colgate's dental cream, 25 cents. That's actually, for then, kind of expensive. I mean, that's, you know, just under $5 for a tube of toothpaste, which I guess is about right. Wow, look at these long, lean ladies. They look like they're 8 feet tall. Look at that, from hip to toe. But that shows off the dress the best way. I love that outfit. I love that. I think that could be tailored for a petite girl like me. Because, you know, when you're small, you can't wear certain fashions without it looking odd unless it's cut to petite sizes. Otherwise, I feel like I look like a walking drapery unit, you know, just all fabric. Wow, these are nice outfits. I would wear any one of these. Wow, I love these coats. And I guess these are patterns you can buy to sew at home. McCall's patterns, they're still in business. I remember sewing with McCalls and Simplicity and Vogue and Butterick, and there's another one. Can't think of it. And children's clothes. For our youngest grandchild, Bella, who's going to be 5 next week, I got her a little starter sewing machine for her birthday. And it's still too much for her. She's 5. She's got another 2 or 3 years before she can really start doing it. Because I used to love to sew, and I did. I made a lot of things, clothes, draperies, prom dresses for babysitters, and I would barter. So I was hoping to give her the bug, the sewing bug. Okay, Johnson's baby soap, baby powder, and baby cream. And the powder is only made of the finest Italian talcum. Talc. I don't think they use that anymore. Look at these ranges. How cool is that? Wow. Let's see, baking powder. furniture. Okay, this entire bedroom suite in walnut veneer is $126, and that is 126.65. Can't forget that. Calculate. That is 2,400, almost 2,421, 2,421 for that bedroom set. That's probably, more or less, Okay, Velveeta, jeez, I didn't craft Velveeta. I didn't know it went back that far. Did you? House plans. The small houses of beauty and convenience. These are about, it doesn't say what the square footage is. Each can be built for about $7,500. Okay, let's do the math on that one. One thing we learned with building and remodeling, whatever the quote is, you double it, and the time too, that it takes to do it. Okay, so that's about $143,000. Okay, so depending on where, and I don't suppose that includes the land. So, all right, more cold cream. Recipes for frosting. Shoes. Refrigeration. Okay, his grouch turned into a grin when a wise little wife selected breakfast nook furnishings as radiant as the rainbow. It made her husband happy. That's all it took. So, gals, you want to make your husband happy, you get a breakfast nook furnishings that are vibrant like the rainbow. That's all it took. Who knew? Okay, makeup by Max Factor, Rinso. All these washing machine companies recommend Rinso. Oh, and look, they've got the roller kind, where you wash it and then you roll it. Oh my goodness. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner recipes and menu suggestions. Okay, beauty shampoo in 10 minutes. Oh, graham crackers, Unida. I love graham crackers. I haven't had graham crackers in a long time, and I love them. I could eat a whole wax paper, container, they came in a box, and then each section had wax paper wrapped around it. I could eat it all. Eureka vacuum cleaners. Wow. Okay, tooth powder instead of paste. I wonder what it is. Probably baking soda. Doesn't say. Just 100% cleansing properties. Oh. Okay, baby's bath. Short talks with young mothers, different kinds of baths for your baby, probably to help with their skin, and sometimes they get diaper rashes, so different soda baths, bran bath, like an oatmeal or bran bath, a mustard bath. Perhaps the baby has a convulsion and the mother is told hurriedly over the telephone by the doctor to give a mustard bath. So what that is, you add a heaping tablespoon of mustard to 6 gallons of warm water. Friction by hand. And a mustard bath will be found useful for nervous children who sleep badly. Does anybody know that? About that? Mustard baths? I've never heard of that. Okay, shortcake recipes, creamed vegetable recipes, Old Dutch cleanser. Wow, just like a powdered cleanser. Milk of magnesia and mineral oil. Malted milk, chocolate flavored, sweetened. Okay, it adds health and value to your child's glass of milk. It changes plain milk into creamy chocolate malted milk. Children make it for themselves right at home in a minute, because it gives extra calories. Wow-wee. All right, an antiseptic for mouth and throat. Interesting. Baking soda. That's Arm & Hammer baking soda. Wow, this really makes you realize how old some of the products are that we still use even today. Strangers now stop to admire my little girl, yet only a few weeks ago she was nervous, pale, and underweight. Okay. And that's Ovaltine. We used to get Ovaltine as kids. My mom still has it in her cupboard. I don't know if she actually makes it. I get her milk, I make sure she's got milk and Ovaltine so she can make it if she wants to. But I don't think she does. Okay. Different appliances, washing machines, ranges, gas ranges, and refrigerators. Wow. Okay, let's see. 4 Hands toothpaste, more toothpaste. Wrigley's Double Mint Gum, peppermint flavor. Here's some French's mustard. It must be for the baby bath. Creamed mustard, prepared mustard. Tissue. Oh, she's just the sad lady. She has a sad look on her face. She's suffering from troubles caused by or aggravated by harsh toilet tissue. Poor thing. Okay, rayon. It's now the new rage for clothing and shoes. Yeah. And now, just like most magazines, as you get toward the back, you start getting, the smaller ads. All the little clips of things that make your life better. A new kind of can opener. New kinds of cutlery. Take care of your corns. Oh, get movie star secrets. Okay, Coffee Hag. It's Kellogg's Coffee Hag. Okay, let's see. Yeah, just lots of little ads. Santa Flush. I think we still have that even today, right? Lee and Perrins, Worcestershire sauce, clam chowder. Don't be an ex-blonde. Use Blondex. Ooh, now's the time to get rid of those ugly, rusty freckles. Okay, let's start making women feel insecure. Oh, yeast. This is for Fleischmann's yeast, how it gives you B vitamins, and that is true. And then furniture. The very last page on the inside is furniture, and it's a custom-made suite, 2 pieces, sofa and a little, like a, I don't know if it's a recliner, but just a nice chair, and it is, let's see, $230. So $230 in today's money, go. About $4,400 for the sofa and chair. Wow, that was expensive. Oh, and then on the very last page, Wesson oil for salads. And they have, instead of photos, I guess most of these things are drawings. But this is some pretty anemic looking food, but what the heck, we know what it is. So oil, Wesson oil for salads. So there you have it. What do you think? What do you think of the 1930s? I mean, you don't have the luxuries like AC, air conditioning, or home heating other than your fireplace. Electric appliances are starting to come into play there. But I'll bet there are still people, because I remember my mom talking about having an ice box for their refrigerator when they were young. And my mom was born in the mid to later 30s. But homes now are starting to have electricity, but not all. So, interesting times. I'm grateful for the things we have, especially living in Texas, having air conditioning. I couldn't live here without it. So, well, thank you, Patricia, for sending this to me. I appreciate it. Let me know what you enjoyed out of here. Let me know what you would like to see me flip through for our Flip Through Fridays, or our Friday flips. Don't forget to do a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed. And I'm going to sign off for now because this thing is starting to overheat. The batteries get hot in these cameras. So, I appreciate you. I hope you have a great evening of rest, if this is when you're listening. And I will see you very soon in the next video. Take care. Goodbye for now.